before we get into the Prem, Friday was absolutely chaotic, insane with the World Cup draw. Goody, I know you saw. I know you saw all of it. I saw some of it, and I was questioning just our country's ghetto-ness, seriousness as a nation with the World Cup. But what'd you
So
think?
I understand the perspective of the Americans saying they've got probably the easiest group, and I don't disagree. It should be a free qualification from the US. It should. If you don't think that World Cup football is a completely different game to a friendly that means nothing, even to your qualifying games, it's a whole different game. And let's be honest, other than Canada, everyone wanted to be in United States group. They are the second easiest pot one team. You could argue Mexico, sure. So I'm happy to draw the US, absolutely, because we got a better chance of going beating US than we are against England or France or Spain, someone of that nature. Like,
brilliant observation.
Like, no, but like all
It's
the
easier
Americans
beating a team where their best player is Christian Pulisic and not Harry Kane.
Wait, hey, now, chill.
Respectfully.
No, I don't disagree, but like the US celebrating that, it's not going to be an easy walk through. Maybe it will be. Maybe they'll play better than what we've seen. Like, you have a lot of core players that haven't played together yet that you need to get games in.
The thing is,
it's about the pageantry of the game, Goody. Celebrate soccer.
I just don't. I think a lot of Americans are underestimating the grit that Australia's going to come with. That.
Yeah, but we had Wayne
Judge is over. I think you're just over judging how many people don't give a shit about soccer, and they're just like, "Oh, the World Cup's coming. Let me act like I care, and act like I know what's going on."
No, because you got clowns like Lalas or whatever his name is on TV.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Just because he played doesn't mean he knows. He's delusional. We know that.
He's your number one sports analyst.
Never. We can't have this pod and say Lawless is number one.
Landon Donovan just got a hair transplant. Respect him.
Yeah, he's lost. Also,
Tim Howard's doing Premier League. Come on.
I have a bone to pick with this FIFA proceedings.
Should have got Carousel. We should have got Carousel in our group, if that's what you're talking about.
Well, I have a lot of bones to pick. The one I was talking about is Wayne Gretzky.
Hey.
You may be a GOAT.
He's representing Canada. Don't come at us.
He's Canada, yeah.
No, it's just, I'm not coming, just a bone to pick. Because he knows the teams that he was going to announce. And we're talking about North Macedonia. What are we doing? Like, come on.
You don't care though. That's the thing. You're just trying to pick at something. You don't actually care.
He made himself look like a clown though. He did. He really did.
As someone who has his jersey that I thrifted and didn't even know he was on the screen, I'm like, oh shit, that's Wayne. Shout out Wayne. Thanks for the jersey, but I had no clue. But I was glad that I don't know who we picked for our group, who it was, but I was like, thank you. And then Aaron Judge, same thing. He doesn't know a lick about what's going on, but I'm like, hey, again, you set us up nicely because I know you're saying the group is like low-key tough, which is true. It is true. But I would much rather be where we are right now than like that Norway-France group. Absolutely insane.
I mean, I don't think there's a real group of death, though.
Norway, France, Senegal.
I think that Norway-France one is crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Not for France.
Based on your prediction, yeah, Killy, yeah, he might be back.
Just look at France's team. None of these groups should be a problem for France.
You think Mateta's going to start up there?
No.
Hugo,
no.
That's Akita.
Hugo might be the starter. I mean, Mbappe back to the left, Elise in the 10, Dembele off the right.
Yeah.
They have a
Well,
lot of talent in that France team.
they do.
They have no
do.
midfield though.
But if they're counting on Kanate in the back, oh brother, I got us.
I don't know. A Chua
No, it'll
Man,
be
Camavinga.
We might just be looking at this
Upamecano
too,
and
like
Saliba.
footy, like specific. This is the World Cup in the United States. We gonna see some bullshit. They had the YMCA performing. They had the YMCA. Yo, they're like pulling their shoulder, trying to do the whole letters. They can't get that shit.
They're going to be playing in
eyes.
Texas. They'll be playing in Texas. Fans will be passing out outside the stadium because it will be 107 degrees. No one's going to get in.
Poor Gio.
It's going to be warm as shit.
The Houston one. Oh man. But yeah, a very unserious way to announce the teams. But we're here. And with that, welcome everyone to another episode of Remotely Related. My name is Kenny. And before I introduce everyone else, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We do appreciate it all. We had a couple on TikTok, a couple on the gram, a couple on YouTube. To the person
Zuba Mendy
said, hey, I wasn't even going to get to you. You did your thing. Hey, numbers went up when you did your thing. But to the person who was like, that guy in the Liverpool jersey looks like Paulo Dybala. I'm like, well, I can confirm that's not Paulo. This is Goody. This is our friend Goody. And it's our friend until June 19th when, it is what it is. But this is Goody. So with all that being said, welcome back to the pod, Goody. Or should I say Paulo, welcome back.
Yeah, happy to be here. It was an interesting take. Maybe if Paulo put on about 60 kilos, but sure. I'll take the compliment. Thank you, sir. It's been an eventful week, and I'm ready to get into it.
For sure. We can go to your fellow team correspondent here, because you say eventful, and man, oh man, I cannot wait to discuss this one. Regular week, Smitty? Regular week?
Yeah, same old, nothing's changed. My plans haven't, gone out the wire or anything. I definitely didn't cause a ruckus at my workplace and throw my teammates under the bus, but, who am I to judge? Because I'm not a professional footballer. So they live by different rules than we all do.
That's one perspective for sure. And I'm sure we're going to get into it, but I am glad you're here. Moving on. Man City correspondent. The other one gave a reasoning last week that we're just like, fair. 3 points is 3 points, but they got it again. I'm sure he's going to talk about it. He's going to gloat a little bit. Hillzy, welcome back to the pod. How we doing?
Doing good. City 3 points. Arsenal drop points. Chelsea drop points. Liverpool drop points. Good weekend.
Wow.
Why are you bringing Liverpool into this?
Yeah. Just catching straight. It's like the 50 Cent meme, like, why does it fuck me for?
Yeah. Has anyone watched don't want to get off track, but has anyone watched the 50 Cent documentary so far?
The Diddy doc?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I watched the Diddy doc.
I watched the first episode. I find it absolutely hilarious. I've seen the tweets that they put the black screen as the episode starts, and it just breaks down everything he's been charged with.
They do it each episode. They're like, in 2024, he's been arrested for that.
And I can't wait for episode 2. I'm locked in.
Well,
he won't be joining us.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not going to be talking about Diddy. No Diddy.
It isn't going to be like the John Cena. No, he's not coming out. He's not popping out.
But let's pop over to the Premier League results, which is where we're going to start. Before we end the episode with a quick shout out to Messi and Inter Miami. But before we get there, it was a interesting week of Premier League footy. We can start with the early game. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. A Buendia last kick of the game. Golazo. That ruins Arsenal's chances at a point. Now, does anyone want to kick us off with their thoughts? How they're feeling? What's going on?
Would Arsenal not winning the league this year be the worst one yet?
I would say it's top 2 because when Leicester won the league, when Spurs finally had everyone out the way and they folded the way they did, I think that's embarrassing. But if Arsenal don't win this one, it's in a conversation for sure.
Well, I think Smitty was. Were you talking just Arsenal, Smitty?
Yeah, like obviously looking back on last year, I mean, I guess we were like Liverpool were really good last year, but last year was pretty embarrassing too. There was first year new manager wins the league over them. Like that was bad, but it seems like if they don't win it this year, it's as bad as I don't know if you can call it a bottle job, but it might be a bottle job.
But because if we're talking all time, we're talking, and I hate to say it, Stevie G slip.
Yeah.
Pitch was pretty wet that day.
Demba Ba. But it's also, well, think about it in context. 4 times, like say they finish second again. 4 times to like break the record or whatever. It has to be all-time conversations. I think it does.
I mean, I don't want to overreact, but it seems like we're heading towards that point, even though 2 weeks ago I said they're going to run away with this league and win it by 20 points. But that doesn't matter because, opinions change, results change, and football changes. I mean, Havertz is coming back, though, so, they're going to start firing offensively here in the next coming weeks. They got their bagsman back.
The amount of tweets I've seen of the excuses coming out already from Arsenal fans about the injuries and it is just shocking.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing because I saw a tweet as well, but it just says Arsenal fans just keep explaining things. And it's true because every single year there's something. And I don't support Arsenal, but if I was an Arsenal fan, at some point, you just have to, you have to look in the mirror. You just have to, understand. No one is going to give you this league. I don't care what the injuries are. Get it done. Whatever you have to do, get it done. And you can tell if it's a 3-4 point gap entering March, April, when it comes down to it, it's tough to think that this team is built to do it.
Yeah, I mean, my issue is, they all complain about injuries, but the team they put out wasn't a bad team. I mean, I get you missing Gabriel and Saliba.
You buy the squad for a reason.
I was to say, you can't complain about injuries.
And what's his name?
Yeah.
Arguably 2 centre backs that can fit into any Premier League team right now, barring a few. Unbelievable backups.
You have the best right back in the league.
Standing right back, who's fantastic. You have Odegaard, who's back now, captain fantastic. Zubimendi and Rice in the midfield.
Eze's been brilliant
playing on the wing.
And they have Gyökeres up top. Gunsman.
Wow. You got the best striker in the league up top in Marina.
Loki, maybe. But no, everything else you're saying is making sense. My only thing is if we're sticking to the game, I actually think Odegaard and Saka played really well. Throughout the entire game, I thought they caused threats. And Odegaard, although the final thing wasn't there, he was in the spots where there were shots on target for Emi Martinez. He had some through balls that were breaking lines. I do think they played well. But at the end of the day, this one hurts. Another last minute goal because the same thing happened with Sunderland. You try to go defensive and you try to get the point, doesn't work. Same thing happens with Buendia. Like, at some point, you just got to go out and get the 3 points. And with Aston Villa, they've had like one loss in like 30-something games at their home field. It's a very, like, if you lose to Villa away, fair play. But I think it's just the way they lose makes it look crazy. If I'm wrong, but that's just how I see it.
No, I think, yeah, just that whole defensive period, like the scramble in the box, like someone just has to get the ball
Hack it away. Do something.
Like, yeah, I mean, you had, I think it was Buendia and maybe McGinn, I'm not sure who stumbled over the ball, but they were like fighting to win that ball. I didn't see an Arsenal player there looking to fight for the ball other than whoever it was that was on the ground. Like, there's no one else stepping up to close down.
Even the play leading up to it.
Not, right, like,
even like Odegaard got shifted, 3 players got dribbled by. You can see Declan Rice looking over like someone just put in a tackle because you need to do that. But in terms like just for the game again, like first half, it was just slow. Like Villa probably should have had 1 or 2. And I know
Ollie
Arsenal,
Watkins. Ollie Watkins,
right,
you gotta
right.
finish that 1-on-1.
Yeah, I think he had a couple, right, Hillzy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Like,
one in like the 11th minute. I was like, come on, man.
You can tell that's someone who's out of form, but like even still, he should have like buried his chance. If that's a prime Ollie Watkins, he's burying that chance.
That's just old, man.
He's not even 30. He's not even 30.
Yeah, but he looks like he's 35 and he moves like he's 45. So it's tough for him out there right now.
Yeah,
he'll be United next year.
Vintage signing. But even in that first half, if Arsenal wants to be serious, I think the way Arteta plays, they have to be on go from minute 1. It shouldn't be minute 46 or the start of second half where they decide to start playing quicker and like trying all these things, and like Trossard getting his goal. He's been very good for them this season, but it shouldn't take that long to get started.
But with all the bench depth, it's like they're still playing the same 7 guys 90 minutes every week. Like, how long is it going to be until Declan Rice's tank's just empty? Like, Declan Rice and Zubamendi are playing with each other every week. Saka's playing every week. So it's like, yeah, they might be able to go 21 deep, but they're still playing the same guys 90 minutes every week. And I'm not saying that's the issue now, but in 4 months from now, it could be an issue.
It could be.
I mean, I think that depends on how deep they go in cup competitions.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect them to go deep in the Champions League.
Yep.
That's an extra, 10 games? Yeah.
But like, I'll give credit for Arteta for like bringing on like Madueke and like other people, because I think previous seasons Saka would have stayed on the whole time. This would have been an extra 20 minutes added on, and it would have sped up his process of injury in like February, March. So like the substitutions are happening, but at the same time, if I'm just a fan, I would just be pissed. I would be pissed off. You shouldn't be losing this game. You shouldn't be losing this game. If the way it was set up, you should be walking away with at least a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Doubts have to be creeping in. They have to.
And it's December.
15 games in.
It's December. Oh, man.
And didn't they spend like 200 in the summer?
Yeah, about 170, 200, something like that.
It was a lot of
I
money.
think it was more.
Yeah.
How much they spend on Eze?
Did
60?
they
60 on Jokeres, 70 on... No, one
Madueke
not
was like
how much
50.
on Zubamendi? It
I
was
know
50 on Madueke.
I know
I
you
just don't
don't
know
want to
if
hear
they count
net spend,
Zubamendi
but they
when-
spent more money than Liverpool in terms of balancing it all out. They spent more than Liverpool did.
Yeah.
So it's like good luck spending. Yeah, but no, but no. Listen, but it's like good luck spending in January. Good luck spending in January then.
I mean, the funny thing about Arsenal, their biggest transfer out is Oxlade-Chamberlain. And
Oh,
shout
their
out
high
to
post were
Oxlade-Chamberlain, he scored on the weekend for Arsenal under 21.
Right.
And didn't Nkapie, wasn't he like a loan signing because they couldn't afford anybody
loan.
with like
Yeah. No, I mean,
But they shouldn't need any help though anyway. That's why it's like, who do they even need in January? They shouldn't need to buy anyone else. I
I
get
don't think they need
Marino's
to
now
buy
a
anyone.
striker.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No,
Well,
they don't.
number
They
9.
don't need to buy anyone, but it's just a mentality thing. Like, how bad do you want this? There's been in any Premier League side, I feel like an attacking player for you has to be like Player of the Year nomination, Player of the
Marino.
Year contendee. Eze, I know for him, I love Eze, so I'm not gonna be too bashful.
Yeah, we know.
I'm just making sure. I'm for anyone new. We got
closet
a couple
Arsenal fan.
subscribers. We got a couple subscribers. Got to make sure. But with Eze, he's had moments already. Hat-trick against Spurs, winner against Palace, assist against City, assist against Bayern. He's done his thing, but I don't like this whole collective effort. Like everyone in the front line has to contribute. If you're going to win the league, you just need someone to go in there, get however many amount of goals, however many amount of assists, go absolutely crazy, and be Player of the Year. Who on the attacking front for Arsenal would you say is a Player of the Year right now?
None of them. And none of them are going to be. If they
That's
win,
the
it's going to
issue.
be... If they win the league, it's going to be because they keep the ball out of their goal. And they win 1-0 every week.
Have we seen this before, though? Has this ever happened in the
Well-
Premier League?
Well, we've never seen a team have a plus 40 goal differential just based on corners and set pieces either. So
I mean,
they might be
Chelsea
able
consi-
to make it up in the aggregate, not having a guy that scores 30 goals.
Chelsea conceded 15 goals and won it.
But they also had like a Frank Lampard and Drogba like going crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree.
No, I
They-
know. I'm
you
just
can
saying like
win
someone.
it by not conceding, though.
If you
Like,
concede 15 goals, it don't matter. You're winning the league regardless.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
You
yeah,
could have 3 Jokereses up top, you'd still win the league.
I don't necessarily agree with your point. I'm more so Arsenal needs like a match winner. They need someone who can step up in a big moment and win the game,
yeah.
and that I don't think they really have right now. Other
Also,
than,
can we
go ahead? There was a
can we stop playing our left back and right backs right next to our striker?
You don't like
It
Calafiore
works.
moving up there?
No. Can you have like your wingers actually like come inside once in a while and just not hug the touch line? Like what are we doing?
No.
Hillzy?
No, go around the outside,
No.
please. You do not want
Hillzy?
that.
No.
Be careful what you wish for.
It's
Watch a
maddening.
Liverpool
I'm like-
game and you'll see why I say no.
City rocks with Doku all inside nowadays. It's just
Who does? Well, Doku goes a lot more inside. He'd be just switching wings these days. Like he does his thing, but it's gotta hurt as an Arsenal fan, because this is at least a point you should have gotten. But again, shout out Villa for, Unai Emery hating top tier. The celebration at the end, class, loved it. But everyone else just putting in a shift. Jadon
Jorge
Sancho came on,
Tielemans,
made a
you
little bit of
think,
an impact.
You think Unai Emery would leave Aston Villa for a better job opportunity?
Are you asking as a fan of another club or just asking as a general
Just
question?
asking in general.
They kind of set him up with everything. Like they gave him the keys, and he's cooking right now.
Yeah,
And they're in
it
third
also-
place.
I mean, if like a Barcelona or a Spain came knocking, I don't think he could say no to that.
That's true. But would they do that?
No.
So I think he's perfectly situated where he needs to be. Go for it as much as you can. And then, yeah, again, shout out Villa for the performance, class performance, but Arsenal.
wait. Do you think Villa will win the Europa League?
As
I don't really
someone
know who else
who
is
can
in
tell
it yet.
you like 2 teams
Yeah.
that are in Europa League. Yeah, I don't know who.
I'm just going English teams nowadays have just been winning that competition. So it's like
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
there's no
you
drop
might as
down
well go
anymore.
for it.
Yeah,
You
with
might as
no
well go
drop
for it.
down, an English team should win it every year.
Yeah.
Unless somehow like somebody good ends up outside their league, but I don't.
I mean, I'm
think
looking
that's
at
gonna
it like maybe Lyon, maybe Real Betis. But
Anthony.
I would say Villa's probably favorites to win that.
Anthony. Oh,
He
brother.
scored against Barca the other week.
I saw the final result though.
Well,
But
yeah.
um,
He can't do it all,
anyways,
can he? Come on.
he can't. He can't. I just maybe
A
I need
lot
to
of
lower my
teams,
expectations.
a lot of teams are missing a player like Anthony. I know that.
That's true. That's true. Let's move on. So Bournemouth had a thrilling 0-0 draw against Chelsea. Guys, this Chelsea side, oh my gosh. Does anyone want to start? I have some thoughts if you want to hear mine, but does anyone have any thoughts of their own they want to share?
I just know watching Evan Nielsen play football, knowing that Semenyo's in my FPL team just annoys the shit out of me.
Oh, you're talking
Just
about that
drive-
one should have been an assist? Yeah. I know the exact play you're talking about.
Well, the week before he stole a goal off Semenyo, no?
Yeah. I mean, it was
Might
a
have to
great
get
ball
Evan
in.
Nielsen in the FPL.
Just smacked it
No,
across
he was
the
offside.
face.
He was.
It was
He was offsides.
It was a boring game. It was.
Well, that's my whole thing is whenever you go to Bournemouth, it's tricky. Like the way the stadium's set up, just how congested everything feels. It's very tricky. But at the same time, we've seen teams go in there and put on a performance. This Chelsea side just looked confused, like they didn't want to be there, like they couldn't play out of a press, and that's scary. Like that should
That's
be
just Chelsea summed up.
and it's annoying. It's annoying because like we said in this league, everything changes within 2 to 3 games. If you pull together these results, you can do something. And the way Bournemouth's been playing, they've been on a bit of like a cold streak. They started out hot, but it's been a little shaky
Yeah.
like results.
They've
So this should be something where go in there, try to get these 3 points, but Cole Palmer looked out of it. I know he's still coming back from injury, so it is what it is. It just seemed like Neto didn't want to take on his man. Delap, I don't know if I want to.
UFC.
Ah.
He's the
We
UFC
were-
fighter.
We we were hyping up João Pedro and the lap a little too much at the beginning of the season.
Well, João Pedro, I can't give any cover for him today because wow. But Delap, I'm very upset with this one because I think if Delap's in this league, what is he doing better than Rasmus Højlund? I don't know. And I think I think he's only getting this hype, or not hype, but grace.
Who's hyping up the lap?
I said grace. I'm saying grace. I'm saying
Okay,
grace.
I was
He's
gonna
only getting
say.
this grace.
I think it's commonly known he's not very good.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
but
give
I think-
grace to the young ones, okay?
I was gonna say, well, I'm saying grace because he's English.
no, I'm
it's simply
doing the
because he's
Cam
English.
Newton. The Cam Newton.
Oh, see, I'm not NFL at
Oh no, that's been going all over soccer Twitter too. The Cam Newton one.
What he did?
Oh, you have with the cookies. We give
I
grace
have-
to the young ones.
I literally have no. I have no clue. What?
no, I'm lost.
Oh, I
Bring
gotta
back
say
the
that
lap.
Yeah.
It's real back in here. Bring back the
Okay.
lap.
Back to the left. Okay. But like, he's just trying to fight people. That's why he got injured, because if he didn't get in this whole thing with Senesi probably would have brought him to the ground. But there's so many injuries that he's getting, and he can't get in form. And when you really look at what he's doing, sure, he started okay in the game, but what else do you have for me, Delap? And I don't think it's much right now.
Yeah.
This league's
I don't
lacking
think Chelsea are a
strikers.
serious contender.
You said what?
I don't think Chelsea are a serious title contender.
The problem is, I don't think anyone in this league is a serious contender. So,
Yeah, but Chelsea definitely
City-
aren't.
You think City's a serious contender?
No, they
With
aren't.
Pep,
They
with
just
Pep,
happen to be
you
up
are.
there.
Hillzy will
They,
get
no,
to you.
they just
Hillzy
happen
will
to
get
be
to
up
you.
there.
Because I don't think so.
Getting 4 put on you by Fulham.
Yeah,
That's City right now, man.
I
They're
don't
just
know.
kind of
not
crazy,
serious.
but we'll win.
That's what I'm saying. We're not serious though.
That-
Hillzy.
no
That's
one
the
is
point.
serious. No
They could
one
win the
is
league, but
serious.
they're still not serious.
No one wants this league. But yeah, I thought it was also a boring affair, like you said, Goody. If there's any final thoughts, we can move on because
Does like the Chelsea owners actually care to ever like win this title, and that's going to be the ultimate thing that
No.
kills them?
No.
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 He's
It's a big
on.
money
He's
laundering
on. He's on
scheme.
pro clubs. He's on career mode. He already knows the next like 09 that's about to go crazy. Like
He's
gonna
doing.
get-
He does what I would do if I bought a club with my buddies. Like if I won the lottery and decided we're gonna buy a club, that's what I would be doing. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't like this player anymore. Let's just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh, Garnacho, he seems like a fun young prospect. Let's just sign him instead.
Stop. We gotta stop saying no. I like Garnacho
He's just
too
the best
much.
example of
I
it.
like him too much. No.
He's just the best example of it.
Fine.
I don't know. I'm not
We
convinced.
like
that Todd
Petrovic.
Bowley
Let's
doesn't-
sign him. We don't have a goal. Petrovic, let's sign him and then let's send him on loan and bring him back and then sell him. Let's do that. That seems
Yeah.
like a fun way to mess up his career and have some fun in the process.
Yeah. Anywho, we can move on to the next game. So just going in order here. Everton beat Nottingham Forest, and my only note is Thiago Berry scored a goal. Hey, woo! It's like that meme where like shit guy finally scored, and it's like the dude doing the knee slide, like But yeah, the smile he had was like, oh, this is great. This is just a great Prem moment. So shout out to Thiago Berry, but. If anyone has anything else from this game, please go for it.
Hey, Everton, call me for Jack Grealish. Yeah, we'll take all the money.
6th place right now.
You
But
get
yeah,
30 million for Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
And we'll take that to the bank. We love that.
No, we know. We know you'll take that to the bank.
What do you mean by that?
They just money thing, 115 charges. That's all.
I want to say Drewsby Hall has been playing
Mm,
unbelievably the last couple of weeks.
good job.
Revitalizing his career a little bit after that Chelsea stint. Thought he might fall off a little bit, but no, he's been playing.
Well,
very good
Leicester, like
football.
he was class. Like
Yeah.
he was good.
Everyone plays well under David Moyes. He has a long history of making players better.
I mean, I also think he's one of those guys who we were talking about last week just don't have the jump up.
Hey, still won a
He tr-
European title.
he's got his ring, but like
Like
he
five
tried it.
rings.
He's not, but he got the ring though. No, you're right. He tried it, tried to do the Big Six thing, didn't really work out. But I think if you can bring a club like Everton back to these top six debates and just everything going on, why not just stick there, see how it goes? And Jack Grealish is over there, so it does help to have someone like that as a teammate. I'm sure you can see like the team chem when they're playing and everything. It looks good. It looks really good. So why not see what happens, see what you can do? But yeah,
Also,
shout out
I like
Everton.
that. I like their new stadium. I do.
Hill Dickinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad.
The dick.
Not bad.
The dick.
Sure. Sure. I thought we weren't talking about the Diddy dot. No, I'm kidding.
No. Jesus. My God. Next game, please.
Next game. We're gonna talk about for 10 seconds Newcastle versus Burnley, because I'm sure we all have amazing
Wizards
thoughts
back.
for this one.
Wissa is back. He listened to the pod.
That was one of my notes. I was like, is that Wissa on the bench? Look at him.
He got in the
Damn.
game 15 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even see. I turned it off at like halftime. I didn't even.
Big Nick tapped out after 74. He's kind of slowing down a bit, but you get through the
Actually, I
highs
don't
and
know.
lows when you're a
I
young
like
player.
Nick Stuttgart. Oh, I think he's been good this season. Like overall, I think he's been
He has been.
good. But
For like a
yeah.
guy that had no preseason too, wasn't he bought like end of August?
late, because he was all part of like the whole Sesko like.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he was
whatever
the
happened
eighth
that-
option, and he turned out to be one of the best options.
He's one of the best for sure. He's one of the best.
Bruno G, he's too good. He's so good.
This is another one though. Like,
It's
could
good
he
for
make it?
Newcastle.
Right?
No, I would have taken him at City in a heartbeat.
He's not the kind of player who plays for City at all.
You don't want that.
Oh,
No.
I think you'd be upset when like Pep turned him into Mateus Nunes and you see Bruno G flying from right back. Because that's what I think would happen. I think some BS like that would happen.
I think if any big club, it'd be Chelsea. Him and Caicedo holding would be scary.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Call the
Be
ER.
great passes though. The passing would be unreal.
True.
Got to reserve an appointment at the medical tent with Bruno and Caicedo in midfield.
Ambulance on standby. Okay. Well, Man City 3, Sunderland 0, Hillzy another 3 points on the board, closing the gap on Arsenal. How do you feel about the game? Like, what are the vibes right now? Anything you want to talk about?
Good vibes from the game. Clean
Mhm.
sheet.
Yep.
DS almost gave that away, but Donnarumma came up big there.
True.
Shout out to the post. Always needed for the post.
Couple posts in there, man. There's a couple posts in
Yep.
there. But you talked about Ruben Diaz. Was that shot deflected or did that just go top bins?
Deflected.
I didn't see the replay on it, so
Because Hillzy, was it you in the group chat that said Ruben Diaz, what a strike?
Yeah, right away. And then it was like,
Wow.
oh.
Wow, it took me a lot not to reply to that.
Hey,
The
that was just a
self-control
quick.
was on max.
It was
And
just
the
a
keeper
quick
got a
one. It
hand
was
to
like,
it.
Okay,
I'll
so
take that
that's
from
why it
Ruben
looks so
Diaz.
top bins.
It
Oh.
was deflected in the keeper.
Oh.
I mean, good strike. He hit the ball well, don't get me wrong. But
If you see it on
I
one
was hearing
take,
things saying, oh, it's like the goal company scored.
oh,
see,
No,
that's what
come
I was
on.
about. On one take, I thought that's what it looked like. Because I'm like, oh shit, he just hit that top bins.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. At least he hit it. If you don't shoot, who knows what happens?
and that's all Sunderland were giving up at that time. They were so deep at that time.
But Sunderland were playing, at least executing their game plan very well up until that first goal went in. Like City didn't have a lot going for them.
I thought they played well too because like there were moments where they probably could have capitalized more than they did. It seems as like they don't like coming to Manchester because I think United had a similar scoreline to them, but it was also still another shaky one. Like, should this have been 3-0? But we had the Guardiola header. We had Ruben Diaz's shot. There's a player we need to talk about because he was absolutely unreal. Cherokee. Ryan Cherokee, man. Hillzy, this is your player. So what are your thoughts on him? Like how's the
Magician.
season going, the game, like what's going on?
He's been awesome. And honestly, I kind of like how Pep just hasn't thrown him out there. He's only really started 5, I think 6 maybe Premier League games so far, which I kind of like. Plays him in spot time. Shows up, gives us an assist, 5 assists already. Funniest thing though, he got an assist on that Ruben Diaz goal. It's like, come on.
Out of everything he did throughout that game, that shouldn't have been the assist he got for. I'm thinking about when Haaland had the one cleared off the line. That assist was low-key crazier than the Rabona. Like, he dribbled everyone and then all that happened. If Haaland scored that goal, I think it'd been a very
Haaland,
different
you
conversation.
got to put that
social
away,
media.
buddy.
He's a robot. Like, I would expect him to score something like that. But I'm just bringing it up because with Cherokee, Pep Guardiola had some things to say. And he was basically saying how, like, Cherokee growing up, he's probably the best player on his team, whatever, didn't really have to do anything. But if he wants to play in this Man City side, he has to learn how to do things like off the ball and just do things for the team. For me, I think that's a very interesting quote to say after getting a win like that. But Hillzy, do you agree with Pep? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I
Anything
just
to
think
say?
that's Pep. That's Pep after a win. He's not going to be like too happy with this win. He always does that after wins. He always gives like a weirdly negative quote about either one dude or something. It's kind of how he goes.
Isn't that
He's
weird
got
though?
to bring people back down to earth.
Do you?
I like
He
it.
always,
I think
do
you need it.
you?
he always
Yeah.
does it.
I think you do. I think you need it. Most good managers do it, to be honest.
You just had a performance the way Cherokee did. I would be pissed if I opened my phone and I'm like, what did Pep just say about me? Like,
But he
what
also
are we-
did like the biggest Messi glaze about it too. So he always just glazes Messi at like
Yeah, I mean,
the
he
time,
said
too.
that, and then in the same sentence, he said he does things that Ronaldo and Messi can't do. So it's like, I mean, make of that as you wish as well.
fair. I just think with certain players, these are mavericks. And we don't have many mavericks in the game anymore. And what Cherokee does, he can become a maverick. So I would rather just see how far you can go with it, as opposed to bring him back down to earth and just seeing like, hey, whatever happens, happens. I think if you're talented enough, be on the pitch and do what you're doing. If he's not causing a hindrance or anything, why isn't he on the pitch starting every game? So that's why.
Just don't think he wants to get him killed physically at the beginning. That's why I don't think he's on the pitch all the time right now.
Mm-hmm. He is coming back from injury too, right?
Mhm.
Like, okay. That's fair.
Pretty bad one too.
Okay. Well, regardless, shout out Cherokee. I think it's funny that like Phil Foden looks at Cherokee like as if it's like a Illuminati like baller society. Like I think Foden ranks Cherokee so highly that I haven't seen Foden talk or react to anyone else the way he reacts to Cherokee. And I'm like, there has to be some type of level of like baller where you just like respect the person. Like I don't know if go for it.
You should hear the France guys like speak about Cherokee. They love him.
Like which ones? Like
Mbappe, Kanate. They're like,
Kanate's opinions
huge
are
fans.
relevant.
That's like putting your mom down as a reference for a job interview.
Hey, when Mbappe's calling you like the best French talent,
Well, I'm talking
Yeah,
about Kanate here. But
Yeah. No, the Mbappe one's good. Kanate one, But yeah, I think it's just so interesting that when ballers recognize ballers, you can see like on the pitch and just off the pitch. So shout out Cherokee for that. There's bigger matters at hand, and that's why there's 2 Liverpool fans here. We're gonna start quickly with the game, and then we're gonna get into what we need to get into. Because although it was insane after the match itself in the second half was really good. Very good second half. We had leads against Liverpool. All 6 goals in the second half, right?
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken. 3-3. An absolute thriller. Goody, Smitty, who wants to kick us off with just the game?
I think it was going well. Not in terms of going well that we were playing well, but somehow we were up 2-0 because they gifted us a goal, and then kind of just scored another scrappy goal. So it's 2-0. You're like, we're not playing well, but we're gonna finally get a result. And then Goody, go ahead, talk about Mr. Brain Dead at the back.
I don't even know, because Leeds didn't have a sniff up into that penalty. I can't comprehend how you think you need to slide for that ball.
As a defender, that is something I would not be doing. And even if you do it, there's a way to like when you slide, you can like pull out of the challenge still. He was full on in when the ball was clearly going out of bounds. So I'm with you.
Kenny. I'm gonna butcher his name. Gnotto?
Yeah.
There was a big distance between him and the ball. It wasn't like he was shielding the ball, like body between the ball and Kanate. The ball was there to be won if you're gonna slide. Kanate's just gone out there and kicked the shit out of him. For what? For what? Like, did he have Calvert-Lewin in his fantasy this week? I don't know. Like,
It's
Great
going
week
out
if
for
you
a
did,
goal
though.
kick. It's going
I
out for a
can't-
goal kick.
Yeah, like,
No, that's the
Are
whole
you
thing.
worried about he's going to stand you up and take you on? I don't know. I can't process the decision making of that in my head. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a defender, you can see it's going out and let it go out. But even if you slide, there's a way to pull out of the challenge. Like, you know, when players like slide and then like they put their hands up like this, that would help you so much in that case, because then it's like, oh, yeah, like Nato was just looking for the challenge. He was looking for whatever. There's a way to do it. But for some reason, he thought he had to go full in. And when you see the replay, it's like, why did you do this? No one asked you to do this.
Well, these are the moments where it's like after games like that, it's, you know, because of the way it's going, it's immediately like slot. It's like there have been moments in games though where it's like you can't blame Slot for Konate being an idiot. No, you can blame him
At the crime scene, as he said.
You can blame him for playing
That's a
Dominic
crazy
Szoboszlai as
quote.
the right winger. I mean, why? Can somebody explain to me why Szoboszlai is playing as a right winger? I'm not saying Salah has to be on the pitch. We've said plenty of times he shouldn't be on the pitch. But can Chiesa get a game? Can Ekitike and Isak play together? Why is Gakpo still on the pitch? It's just when you add all the issues together, it's just an absolute shambles. And I don't know what the solution is. And I'd like to hear from a non-Liverpool fan perspective what you think the solution is. Because I'm out of ideas. Goody's out of ideas too, I'm sure. Because it's like, you know, we're too emotionally invested to find the legitimate solution here.
It's a good question. For the game, I would say that, like, how a Chiesa or Salah, and when you're up 2-0, just get people minutes, man. Like, I think if you bring on someone like that, you said what?
Endo played for the first time in 6 months.
But no, that's what I'm saying. You should bring on the Salahs and Chiesas, the people like, you know, Endo coming on as a sub is insane. No one asked for Endo to come on. That should not have been a sub that was made. Like, no chance. And like, in hindsight, you can look at Slot and be like, you just got it absolutely wrong. It was just so interesting though, because even when they got the equalizer the first time, and then Liverpool responded, a great team goal.
beautiful
the dummy
goal.
from McAllister, that was unreal. You think it's like, all right, we're gonna see it out.
No,
But it's these set
didn't
pieces.
think that.
It's these set pieces. What is going on with this team? Like, defensively, last year you guys were so good. What is going on where you can't defend a set piece?
They're -10 on set pieces.
Like,
I mean, it's not even.
it's just all these deep breaths during the segment. It's just this draw.
And honestly, that second half, I wasn't even upset that it went the way it did. I wasn't upset about 3-3 because I think.
Ugh.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Because I think Ekitike played very well in that second half. He looks like the striker we bought and we needed to buy. I think Wirtz was showing a little bit of something. I think McAllister coming on actually probably played the best 15 minutes of the year, I think.
Jones was good in the first half too, to be fair.
Yeah,
as much as we like to hate on him. Like,
I think Connor Bradley was very good. Like, having the intent to go win that ball back for I think it was the second Ekitike goal. Like, love that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been so, I don't even know what the word is. Our defense is just shit, and I'm expecting us to concede goals.
Did you think Kirkes was that bad? I didn't think he was that bad.
No, but I think Virgil and Konate were. I don't think Connor Bradley was that bad either. I think when Gomez came on, all he did was snap their left winger in half.
He did do that. He did.
Great challenge, love that.
Yeah.
But even our midfield defensively, I don't think it's like we don't have the presence of a Caicedo in the midfield or a Declan Rice in the midfield. We don't have that. And I think it's been too easy for teams to walk through us.
You didn't
And
have
sure,
that
we've
last
conceded.
year, though.
Yeah, but you have
Yeah, but
Kante and Virgil behind him who are absolutely workhorses that are going to win everything. They're not that this year, so something has to change.
I
in front
really
of it.
think
I mean,
I really think
Go
we're
ahead, Smitty.
underestimating how big of a difference it makes when Szoboszlai is in the middle of the pitch compared to playing out wide. I'm not saying he's not
I-
a go win the ball like Caicedo and Rice, but he's a go run nonstop
Yeah, but why can't Gravenberch go and win the ball back?
because he's gassed. And I don't
Because
know
he's
why,
he's
but
not an
he
attacking
is
midfielder.
because he's gassed. Same with McAllister. They're both gassed. And I don't know why, because neither one of them played, I don't think, the last 7 games of the season last year, and they had all summer off, but neither one of them look like they're up to it.
Yeah. There's definitely a midfield issue. Szoboszlai, in the midfield, I said it before. When he's in the midfield with Gravenberch and McAllister, I think that gives Wirtz freedom to do everything out wide. I think that does work, and it could be a direction you guys head into. And with all these things going on, 2-2, need a goal. What does the camera pan to? The top goal scorer of last season. And the most expensive goal scorer in Premier League history.
No, it was
And
the
he
two.
brings
It was
on
the two.
Endo.
It was the 2 leading goal scorers last year.
Yeah.
Literally. Top 2, most expensive, Isak and Salah. And it's with stuff like this, because obviously,
Well, we
for
now
anyone
know why
else,
Salah wasn't on the pitch.
for anyone else curious, game ended 3-3. Tanaka scored at the end. It was limbs for Leeds fans. Congrats. But it got even crazier after the game. And we're talking about Salah and Isak. One of them decided to have an interview with a Norwegian reporter. Just talking about, the vibes of the team, what's going on. It's not my business as a non-Liverpool fan to explain the situation, but I'm definitely going to have a take on it. So, Goody, Smitty, do either of you want to quickly summarize what Salah said to the media? Because this is...
Yeah.
Whew.
Smitty, you read out the quote that matters, and then we'll talk about it.
Well, there's a lot to matter. I don't have the exact quote, but the basic summary is him and Slot have no relationship. He feels like there are media members and people at the club that are
Jamie Carragher.
scapegoating him and saying that he is the main issue for their problems this year. And he told his family to come to the Brighton game because he doesn't know whether that will be his last game at Liverpool, is basically the summary of it. There's 2 parts of this, I think. And I think originally I thought the situations were separate, right? I thought it was Salah's just fallen off the face of the earth. He's not playing well, and Slot doesn't know what he's doing. Turns out those issues go hand in hand. And it was interesting during the week. There was a reporter that asked Slot, Harvey Elliott's on loan. He hasn't been playing many minutes. Have you spoken to him? And his response was along the lines of, I know it's difficult for him, and, this isn't what he expected, but I haven't spoken to him. So when that came out during the week, I was like, okay, referee, linesman, throw the flag up, yellow, that could be an issue. He's still one of your players. You probably should talk to him and be like, hey, are you doing well mentally? Do you want to come back in January? Normal stuff that a decent human being would do, honestly.
Right.
So that came out, and then the Salah interview comes out, and it's just nuts. And look, you can agree with a lot of the things he said, and I don't disagree with a lot of the things he said. I think he's right in what he said, but that doesn't mean you can go out in the media and say them. So at the end of the day, you've put it on the club to decide between you and him. And 100 times out of 100, the club's going to choose the manager, especially when you're 33 years old on 400 grand a week and you're not performing well, and they know they can sell you right now. So, but they probably both need to go, if we're honest. That's my take out of this whole thing is, we've been saying for a while, like, Salah's not playing good. He probably needs to go in January. I would have preferred it not happen like this, but it looks like that's how it's going to happen. And at the same time, if your best player over the last 10 years is saying these things, the manager's completely lost the dressing room. Because I can guarantee you, he's not just speaking for himself. There's got to be a lot of people in the dressing room that feel the same way. And that's the bigger issue. If it was, if Curtis Jones comes out and says this, it's like, yeah, you can just ship off Curtis Jones and you can fix it. But when your second greatest player to ever play for the club comes out and does this, drastic measures need to be taken. And I know they don't want to, but both of them need to leave. It's beyond repairable.
I want to add that I think Mo Salah's played his last game for Liverpool.
I agree with that.
Well, he didn't play.
Well, he's been on the bench for the last time for Liverpool.
No, but
I'm kidding.
He's played his last. The point is, he won't play another game for Liverpool.
When Brighton come to Anfield Saturday, and the Mo Salah song is sung for 80 straight minutes, it's going to look even worse. But that's what's going to happen. And he's not going to be on the bench. There's no way they can even put him on the bench.
So my issue with this situation is I've been Salah out for a while. I think he's lost it. And I think the performances this year have been such a drastic drop-off from last year that he shouldn't be starting. The quote that got me was it was along the lines of, I have done enough for this club that I don't have to fight for my position.
Promises were made in the summer and they're not keeping those promises, which assumingly means they told him he was going to start every game.
That's such a bad look for anybody in the sporting world. As soon as you've taken that even little bit of complacency that, it doesn't matter what I do week in, week out, I'm going to play. Like, it's done. Like, it's such
Can I give some pushback?
Might be part of the reason why two managers have appointed vice captains, and he hasn't been one of them in the last 3 years.
I completely get it. Logically, it makes so much sense. But when you look at what Salah's done for Liverpool, for your club,
I don't disagree with that.
Have been insane. So at some point, I don't know how we feel about this, but this feels like the second stint Ronaldo moment when he did the interview with Piers Morgan, right? Are we okay with saying that?
Yeah, but
it seems like
we're saying though, we don't have an issue with what he said other than I deserve the play every week. And even that part of it, I agree, because everyone else has been playing ass too. So maybe you can even justify that. But you just can't be the face. No, you just can't be the face of the club and say it though. That's the problem. You just can't say it. You just have to bite. You just have to bite your tongue. And in my opinion, he probably should have just shut up and waited another month, because there's a good chance that Slot's not going to survive another month.
Because now it's his head that's going to roll. Like, if you look at...
And he bought Slot more time in the process.
Is it?
Salah?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'm telling you, I know it looks horrible for Salah, and they have
January
a decision to make.
1st, he's gone.
I know they have a decision to make. There's a decision to make. Like, Salah, I get it. He hasn't performed in the way that he did last season. Fam, Slot's results as defending champions of the Premier League. Leeds 3-3. You tied Leeds 3-3. These are things. That
Kenny,
just
we know
aren't
that.
acceptable.
Yeah, but Kenny, we know that.
And it seems
we said in the summer. We literally said in the summer he signed a 2-year contract. There was never any intention of him being here for 2 more years. The goal all along was we'll pay him $400,000 a week for a couple of months, and then we'll offload him for a bag of money, and we'll get him off the books. And that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, but
And that's
Smitty,
what I
you said
think
it
he's
in the
saying by
past.
it's like, the guys at the club don't want me to be here. I think he realizes like, yeah, that's what they want to do too.
The issue is we're only going to get an interim manager anyway. What manager is going to come in January? Who are we going to sign as a manager?
Stevie's going to bring the vibes.
Like it's probably going to be Steven Gerrard.
And the football's going to be shit, but the vibes are going to be so high.
Klopp's
It
not
might
going
work.
to come back. Like so you still have those issues for another 6 months, regardless of whether or not Slot's there. I think Slot should be sacked in January. I don't disagree. I'd sack him tomorrow. But you're
I'm
still
with
going to
you,
have an
Go.
interim manager.
I'm
And you're still
only-
going to have Salah that's going to probably leave in December.
The summer
I'm
anyway.
only
So you might as well do it now.
In May, sorry.
Smitty, you said it. He spoke not just for him. I know that entire dressing room does not rate Slot. So that's why there has to be a conversation. If Mo Salah is willing to put himself on the line for this, clearly this is something that Van Dijk is co-signing, but not really saying. There's people in the dressing room like Andrew Robertson, who's probably co-signing this, but not saying anything. Who cares if Mo Salah leaves in January or not? He's willing to put himself on the line in order for the betterment of this club. Arne Slot needs to leave
what you're missing,
regardless.
I agree
He needs
with
to
you.
leave regardless.
I agree with you, but the 3 players you mentioned, they'll get rid of all 3 of them because they're all 30 plus years old and they're not the future anyway. So it's like, yeah, they know. Trust me, they're probably sitting there going, yeah, who can we bring in? What manager is going to give us a bump? And they're probably doing the same thing we just did. No one's going to be here permanently anyway. So it's like, guess what? If our options are stick with Slot and keep losing, or bring in Gerrard, who's a shit manager, but at least, the fans will love it and be happy about it. They're balancing that every day too. It doesn't help when you just pour gasoline and put the match on it, which is what he did.
You guys are
Like-
in what, 9th or 10th?
No.
Let it blow up.
Kenny,
Fuck
Kenny,
it, we
that's-
fuck it. Keep
I
going.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
But you just can't say it.
The issue that
I think you have to.
No,
Sorry,
the
No,
issue-
because it's going to play its course anyway. He's going to
The
go.
issue
He's going to go
is-
in a couple months.
Slot would already be gone if they had a replacement.
Yes, and Xabi Alonso
I'm-
might be
I'm
the
with you.
replacement
No,
in a couple
hey,
of weeks.
That makes sense to me, but I think Salah doing this could speed up the replacement process.
No,
But
no, if anything, it buys them more time.
It might speed up the sacking process. It's not going to. A manager's not just going to come out of thin air like that. They got to do their.
You got to realize, dude, they spent 6 months after Klopp, and they decided Slot was the guy they wanted. Maybe that was after Alonso said he wants to go to Madrid. Maybe it isn't. But at the end of the day, they had their pick of the litter, and they decided Slot was going to be the best, and they won the league. So as big of a mess as it is, like they're never
they
going to
can-
choose Salah over Slot. It's just
They can sell
not.
Salah in January for X amount of money, and then they can go buy a right winger.
And trust me, the
Can
fans
they
are choosing
now?
Choosing
they
Salah
sell now?
over Slot
Yeah,
100% of the
absolutely.
time. The fans
They've
are
already
choosing
know.
Salah
I
over
mean,
Slot.
Semenya.
Wait, hold on. Everyone's Hillzy, what was your question?
Can they sell him now though? Is every club going to be like, yeah, we know he doesn't want to be here. We're going to give you only 35.
You think Saudi cares? He's their
No,
golden
but they don't
ticket.
want to pull. They don't want to pay for much.
Yeah,
When was the last
he
time
is
they
their
dropped the
golden
bag?
ticket.
You
Other than
also-
Ronaldo, there's not a player in the world that the amount of
That-
Muslims that are in
yeah.
Saudi Arabia, he is their golden ticket. He's like their favorite player to ever live.
Just saying. I think he gave them a little tougher
dropped
deal
down
than
from
you realize.
40 million to 25, and who gives a shit? You're getting 25 million and $400,000 in payroll. But I mean, my thing is, why? I don't. Think
just don't know
Salah
why
has
he's doing
anything
it
more to
now.
offer. Yeah,
We've said this on the pod a couple weeks ago. Salah on the bench is not going to work. We have to realize who this player is, what he's done for your club. He's not going to do this bench thing for more than 2 games. Of course I'd crash out too. If he's 33, 34 4 years old. This is legacy now we're talking about. You're playing with my legacy. And we've all said that he shouldn't be starting. We all know that his form right now, he hasn't been good enough to start. But if you're bringing on Endo before me at Liverpool, a team that I've done so much more for than like you have in terms of Arne Slot, what are we doing? Of course I'm crashing out.
But why?
I don't care who hears it.
Why can't you just go in his office and say, "Hey, we play Brighton in 2 weeks, and I go to AFCON. Start me against Brighton. I'll walk away in January, and we don't need it to become."
You're acting like he wants to leave.
He's good. He's leaving regardless.
It is a weird.
You're acting like he wants to leave though, so he's not going to do that.
It doesn't matter if he wants to leave. I can guarantee you they probably.
But that's why he's not going to the office. That's why he's not going to the office. He said it in his quote. There's no relationship with the manager. There's nothing to say.
If he wants to stay, why would he do this? Because all it does is hindrance his chances of
This
staying.
is the final option.
No,
Slot has chosen that he is not going to play Mo Salah. This is his final. What else could he do? What else could he do?
This is hoping to achieve world peace and sending all your nuclear bombs out. That's what this is.
No, this is sending out the nuclear bomb to get the world peace if Slot gets fired. This is the final option. This is all he's doing. That's why he said Brighton is going to potentially be his final game at Anfield. And I appreciate someone who's done this much for a club, who cares this much, to go for it. Because this is a legacy thing. This is all a legacy thing.
He's put a little red X over his legacy because of this little outburst.
No, who will care at the end, man?
You guys are in 10th or whatever place it is. Crash out. This is not good. You guys just won the league. What are we doing?
You spent $400 million,
because
right?
there's no point in crashing out.
$400 million.
Because if we won yesterday, we'd be in 5th. So Goody, just like myself, are sitting here thinking the same thing. Hey, Slot's eventually going to go, and the form's either going to get better or it's going to get worse. And in the summer, we'll have a new manager.
Salah
we don't
only has
need
so
the
much
extra
time.
distractions for no reason.
So what happens when Slot gets sacked and he still plays like shit?
Why doesn't Salah have time? Salah's going to AFCON for a month.
He's on the clock.
Okay, so he's going to AFCON in a month. By the time he comes back, there might be a new manager anyway. So why couldn't he just bite his lip?
Benching someone like Salah 3 games in a row is insane work. And I get it, he's played horrible. But not playing him in a game against Leeds, where he can probably get a goal or assist based on the way Leeds defend? Come on.
I don't disagree that he should have come on. Absolutely. But he's saying that he should be starting week in, week out with no consequences. That's a direct quote from him. That's what I disagree with.
Maybe somebody said that to him
Go ahead.
in the club. Maybe whatever management were like, you're going to start every week, no issue.
Well, here's my thing. I think there's just levels of greatness to this. Imagine you do all of this stuff and it's hard to process, but he's done so much for this club. At some point, how often are you really fighting for this spot? You should know that you're going to get guaranteed minutes at some point, right? Right?
No.
Unless I'm missing the fact.
He's had guaranteed minutes for 10 years.
That he should be starting.
He's had guaranteed minutes for 10 years.
The thing is also, he started the first 15 games of the season, including Champions League and Premier League.
And we've literally said he should be sold. That's how bad it's been.
What's his output been?
No, I know. I don't want to keep talking in circles. I think we're aligned on the same thing of the starting point is crazy. He should not be he should not be guaranteeing himself I've done it starting every single game. He's been bench worthy, and that's okay. But he should be coming off the bench every single time. Based on your results, based on how games are going, he should have been making an appearance because this is Mo Salah at the end of the day. And when we didn't even talk about it, the Harry Kane quote, I kind of see where he's coming from in terms of this type of greatness. In terms of Premier League greatness, how many people can say they've done what Mo Salah's done? So give him a chance. He'll figure it out. And that's why he crashed out on slot, because 3 games in a row in doing this is crazy work. Like, it's crazy work. That's why I don't like.
Why
I'm
can't
with
we just
Salah.
agree
I'm
that
Team
it's?
Salah.
Why can't we just agree that both of them should go? Everyone's Team Salah. Trust me, if we had to choose if you gave Liverpool fans the option, Salah goes tomorrow or Slot goes tomorrow, guess who's staying? Salah's staying. The issue is they both need to go.
I don't think they both need to go.
Yes, they do.
New manager bounce.
100%. They
Salah figures it out.
both
I
need
can
to
see
go.
it happening.
Salah's
I can
not
see it.
figuring it out.
I also want to say, he did play 45 minutes against Sunderland.
He did.
He did.
He did.
He didn't come on against West Ham, but I can somewhat see the justification of why not to bring him on. You're up 2-0, you don't really need to change anything. Could you bring him on? Absolutely.
See, if he would have just gotten in front
There
of
was
the
no
cameras
reason
and
for him
said
not to play
Cody
against
Gakpo,
Leeds.
if he would have said Cody Gakpo is playing 90 minutes every week and I'm not, guess what? Everyone would have been like, damn right, brother. Talk your shit. But that's not what he did.
All right. I don't think I have nothing else. I am Team Salah. I love this interview. I just love the chaos since we can talk about it. 1. And then
Nobody loves this
2,
interview.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You're one
loved
of the Premier League greats. Talk your talk. Endo should not be coming in before you.
I hope
I'm
Roger
with
comes
Mo
in the
Salah.
media and
I'm
says no one should start over me next week
You said who?
playing on one leg. I hope Rodri does it next week.
Comparing Roger and Salah's career with
And Pep. Comparing anybody who should say they should start for a Pep team.
Yeah,
he won't ever play that
Pep
one.
would have said, "Put the gloves on." Let's go right now. But okay, that had to be said. Any final thoughts on the matter? I think it's a good discussion.
I do want to say, Slot does need to go. I don't think at any point in his tenure has he had, quote unquote, control of the dressing room. I don't think
they don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't think there's, especially compared to like Klopp, he had those players fighting for him. I just don't see that from this Liverpool team, and it's 90% the same players. So
the players that are fighting for him, he's not playing. But
you know it's going to happen.
Should be playing minutes. He saved his season so many times.
It's the most inevitable outcome possible. Salah's going to go in January, and Slot's going to go not too long after that.
Yeah. Well,
but Salah's going to go first.
Fans,
I can guarantee that.
Liverpool fans, let us know how you're feeling. I'm with Mo, man. Free Mo, man. Get rid of Arnie, but
yeah, I want to ask you this: you think Mo should be staying at Liverpool?
He won't after this.
With everything he's done for your club, 1,000%, this should not.
After what he said, he should be staying at Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'm happy one person shaking their head no.
Yeah, go ahead.
For being a Red Sox fan and seeing a player get in a fight with Fenway Sports Group this past year with the Red Sox, they got rid of him at first chance. So Fenway Sports Group, if you're gonna fight against them, they'll be like, "Yeah, we'll get you out of here."
No, they might get him out of here really soon. I'm just saying, Mo Salah, everything he's done for the Prem, for Liverpool, it should have ended here a lot better than it has. But
which is why he should have just shut up and played against Brighton and left. I can't wait to hear what Carragher says. I know he's happy as hell that he got his name dropped.
Oh,
that man has an agenda.
I saw a tweet. I saw the tweet. I think it's like for the Sky Sports Monday Night Football. I think they just canceled whoever the guest was going to be. They said Jamie Carragher. You are locked in at the 3 o'clock slot.
They said
you're going crazy.
I guess he was on commentary today, and they said they like tossed it up to him like 7 times during the match. Like pretty uneventful week, huh, JB? And he just didn't say anything. So he's getting ready. He's ready.
But okay. Moving on. Couple more games here in the Prem. So Gio's not here. It seems like he's only going to be here when Spurs don't get points, and we can hear his frustration, which I respect. I love it.
He likes when they lose more than when they win.
Secret hate watcher for your own club would be crazy. Would be crazy. But Spurs get the win against Brentford. Thomas Frank against his old side. I was told it's the Xavi Simons show. A goal and assist. It looked pretty good from what I saw. For his goal, it seemed as though he had a bad touch, but made it up by just working hard, being tenacious, carrying the ball as far as he did, and it was a lovely finish. I don't know what this means for Spurs' season. I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts on this game, but they finally won at home, and I think that's the important thing.
I think we can just leave it at there.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got 3 points.
They didn't play Paulinho today. Looked better.
No Paulinho, no problem.
I'm not convinced on Archie Gray though.
He's still young.
He's young.
So, yeah, the only last thing I'll say is I saw a tweet where someone goes, "My friend's a Spurs fan. He spent like $3,000 on tickets, like season tickets for the home games, and they've had like 4 wins in their last 25, 26 games at home, which means that each win cost about $800." And it's like, you know what? Hopefully that the price goes down after the result today, but I feel sorry for you because that's an insane amount.
It'd be a sick stadium to have season tickets at, though.
I mean, I would just go just for the other events instead of Tottenham games. Like they be having the UFC fights over there and concerts.
I mean, you're paying $3,000
maybe
for
we'll
2
get
NFL games a year.
Maybe Benny will be there next week. Benny's tour of England has been absolutely absurd.
Yeah, no, people will know what happened with Benny, but Benny was at the Fulham Crystal Palace game where he wasn't too pleased with the atmosphere of the game itself. Fulham lose to Crystal Palace 2-1. Mark Gahey, lovely finish at the end. Want to shout out Harry Wilson for his finish. I don't know if anyone else saw it, but the build-up for it was class.
Only scores bangers.
Only scores banger. Like, this is going to be a Premier League, like, you don't forget. Like, one Barkley's men. Like, you don't forget him because he's been good. But, yeah, that happened.
Palace are 4th.
Palace are in 4th place in this Premier League table right now.
I can't wait to take their best defender.
What'd you say, Goody?
I said I need to see some more Mateta booms.
That's fair.
Been a little underwhelming this year for me, but
that's fair.
Gahey, you look beautiful in red, mate.
Hey, Goody, should we take their best 2 players and their manager in January?
Who are you talking about here? the two
Wharton,
players
Gahey, and Glasner. I was gonna throw Ward in there. Yeah, shout out Gio.
I'd take Munoz right now. Well, I think he's been the second best right back in the league.
Yeah, but he also got arrested yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, wait. I don't want to say
It's a knee injury, no?
I didn't want to say it because it was an unidentified 29-year-old, and all of a sudden, Munoz got a knee injury for his game, but should be back next week. I hope all is well with him, but yeah.
Well, it'll be cheap in the window, won't it?
Depends. Like, maybe you just pay, like, the food stamps and shit they have in jail. Like, if you, what's the tab they have? You can put it on their,
is it commissions?
Commissions.
Commissary.
Yeah, commissary. Yeah. But, they got the win. I thought it was commissions.
It sounded right.
It's so close.
He's a salesman.
They were same.
Thinks he's a salesman. Commissions. Oh my God.
Last but not least in the Prem, we have Brighton 1, West Ham 1. This can be
That
a
game
one-sentence summary if anyone wants to say anything here.
That game sucked.
Yeah, sorry, Drago. You guys should have won the game, low-key. Somerville should have had a couple, but other than that, you take a point at Brighton. It's Brighton, so they're the most average team, I think, in the Prem over like 200 games, 300 games, so.
Herzler fits that perfectly.
It makes
500.
sense.
500 team.
Yeah, perfect. He's perfect right where he is. Okay, last but not least, there was an MLS Cup final. This one was such an interesting watch for me. I feel like we all have our thoughts as well. Hillzy, you are more of like the MLS guy here. I feel like you've watched the most out of all of us. And I know you tuned in a little later in the half. You didn't really miss too much, but is there anything you want to kick us off with? Like how the game was, thoughts on it, Messi, whatever it is you want to talk about.
Vancouver kind of played better for like 70-ish minutes. Miami kind of just won the game with just having pure quality and Messi. Those 2 assists, he's just unreal. That ball that he won, the ball where it didn't even hit the ground from like a 40-yard pass over the head. What are we doing?
Oh, his last assist. Yeah. The last assist was crazy,
man.
The last assist was crazy. So
Vancouver hit the post twice. Like they had chances to win the game. Vancouver.
Emmanuel Sabi. Yeah.
What I will say is any guy that plays 34 matches in the MLS and has 35 goals and 23 assists, we just got to appreciate greatness. I'll forever be a Messi fan. There's very few people to ever exist that you watch them do something and they're so good at it that it doesn't logically make sense. I'm just excited for the World Cup because I want to see if he still got it at this level. You know, it's great seeing him do it in the MLS, but let's see can he do it for, 8 games, 10 games? Let's see if he can piece it all together again one more time, one more go at it.
That's fair.
I wonder if anyone will be like, hey, Messi, you want a 6-month loan back in La Liga to get ready?
I mean,
bad idea.
I don't want to take us off topic, but he did have that secret meeting at Barcelona like a month ago during international break, and everyone's like, how'd you get in here? What are you doing
Does he love Barca enough to play football for free for 6 months?
Yes.
No.
I think he does.
I don't think anybody does.
The money.
Fam,
you think he'd go 6 months playing football? Well, I guess he could. The amount of money they make.
We're talking about Messi.
Sales.
We're talking about Messi.
Yeah. Lamine,
number 10.
If you tell me we give you Lamine number 10
profits off shirt sales.
No, Barca are pocketing that money. He is seeing none of it.
They need to pocket anything they can, but yeah, Smitty, you said it. You brought up his stats, and then just for 2025, when I'm seeing 43 goals, 23 assists, and 49 appearances in 2025, that's ridiculous. An absolute joke. In terms of the game, they had their moments, and they capitalized on it. That right back for Vancouver, don't know who you are, but you had a bit of a shocker from what I saw. It was interesting for me because we don't really watch too much MLS. Like we try and dabble, whatever it is, what it is. But it was interesting for me to see like a Berhalter at his club as someone who's in contention for making this World Cup roster. And I can confirm after watching him at his club, I appreciate him as a player, but he should not be going to the World Cup. I'm just going to be honest. That's how I felt. But
he's a decent MLS player.
He's a decent MLS player. That's kind of all I got from it. But yeah, I'm more mad how they made it a home game. I didn't know this was part of the MLS structure for finals. Kind
I
of threw
love
me
it.
off.
It's America, man.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's so American. I love it.
You
I-
earned that home game.
I'm more of a neutral site person. I think that's how it should happen. But at the end of the day, they spent too much money and did everything they need to do to get the players in place for Inter Miami to win. So they got it done. David Beckham got it done. Messi got it done. Suarez was walking around hugging Jordi Alba at the end. Saw it at the end. But yeah. I mean,
Busquets and Alba, last game ever.
well, that's the thing. Like, I saw them all crying and stuff. I'm like, you're about to make me emotional because that means we're so much older. Like, going through their entire career and seeing it happen. Like, this was the final thing. I'm like,
No.
man.
They'll be back in 7 months when Messi calls them saying, hey, they'll be back.
No, Suarez is gone. Lewa might come to Miami.
No, he might go to the other team that starts with an M. I already know it's gonna happen in Italy. I know it's gonna happen. I know for a fact it's gonna happen. And I'm just gonna
it was good to see Messi lock down that greatest of all time position with that trophy. So
right.
It was the final piece he needed was the MLS Cup.
This is gonna be the highlight in his drawer in the closet. So
I'm sure of all the things he's won in his life, that's right up there with
World Cup.
How many more years does he
Champions
have left?
Leagues.
In the MLS, probably like 10.
I think his deal ends when the Apple TV deal ends. So I think that's a year and a half ish, something like that.
I would say max 2.
Yeah. I think he just wants to go to the age Ronaldo goes.
He'll buy a stake in Miami and maybe he'll just live in Miami the rest of his life. I don't know. I mean, he has to like it somewhat.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. We talked about a lot of things in this episode. Had to end it with MLS saying, it's stateside. We can talk about what we need to talk about. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up? I enjoyed this episode. Said some things, man. We were saying some things. Busy weekend.
Yeah. Mo Salah, you've been a great servant, but
Mo, I'm with you, man. Slots going before you leave, Mo. I'm with you, man.
If this is goodbye, thanks for the memories.
Hey, you might have a reunion with Sadio at Al Nassr. So,
I'm
Salah and Ronaldo on the same team.
Hazard.
The marketing opportunities there.
Hazard.
Dude, Salah's going to Saudi. He's not going to play Ballers League.
Well, Ballers League he'd probably bang in Ballers League.
That's about his level.
For now, Mo, I think you're gonna come back and go crazy. But that's just my
please.
That's my take.
I'd want nothing more than him to come back and go crazy. But
all right. This was another episode of Remotely Related. I'm Kenny. That's Goody. That's Smitty. That's Hillzy. We'll be back next week. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.